I just can't stay silent this year. We've been told that knowledge is the beginning of healing, but wisdom is the knowing where to look for solutions and answers. Now, the deepest truths and the deepest questions in medicine, they are not about the gaps in our knowledge. They are about the truths that we've dismissed too easily. For 200 years, there is something in medicine called methodological materialism. It has shaped medical practice and the medical science. That is, that if it cannot be measured, it doesn't matter. But is that serving us? This year, I've just come to understand we have to think about deeply. Consider the placebo effect. Not a footnote in trials, that's where we use it a lot, but it's a quiet revolution. I've watched blood pressure normalize. I've seen people's inflammatory markers drop, their immune system shift without any active drug, just belief and expectation, just as it's written in scripts. This isn't anecdotal, as medicine will put it. It's documented, it's reproducible with understood mechanisms because we use that in trials. That's not fake healing. That's not the body responding to anything other than something deeper than the molecules. If belief alone commands the body to heal, what does that tell us about our mind and the material things that is called matter around us? And that's where consciousness itself comes. We map every neuron in the brain. We've tracked every cascade in our physiology, yet we cannot explain the subjective experience of just being you, the consciousness of being you. How does physical matter reproduce something non-physical? You think about your son or daughter and your heart will start racing. And human intuition, that feeling that is bypassing logic to arrive at the truth. What mechanisms allows the mind to know the things that the brain has not processed? You can think about a friend and he calls you. These aren't gaps to apologize for. They are invitations to expand our understanding from science to practical use. What if there's an organizing intelligence that orchestrates life beyond the pure chemistry and biology that we use in methodology, not separate from science, but deeper than what we've been able to measure or what can be measured? The beautiful thing is we can engage with this. We can engage with this force for now. Meditation isn't mysticism, it's practical neuroscience. We found out that it increases the gray matter in attention and self-awareness regions of the brain. They are measurable. It has also a reduction in cortisol, enhances our immune system and functions, and it has improved the regulation of emotions, leading to better cognitive performance. I've seen it in research. It has been done in functional MRI, witnessed it in my patients directly, in practicing it myself. By consciously directing your awareness of yourself, we assess innate healing capacity that is transcendent, transcends biochemistry and biology. We partner with that intelligent force in our environment that turns food into energy, wounds into scars, intentions into outcome. This is where evidence-based medicine meets something larger. Not abandoning science, but recognizing the boundaries of science and staying curious about what lies beyond that boundary. Perhaps the next revolution won't come from a new drug. The next revolution in medical science will come from remembering what ancient wisdom, what ancient civilizations and ancient religions knew, that the mind and the body aren't separate, and that healing engages forces we are only beginning to understand. I want you to do something for me. Where have you seen the mind body connection at work in your practice? I want you to also read my book, Darwinism and Creation, The Reality of God. It is something I wrote years ago as a medical student, but it bears a lot of semblance to some of the things that are beginning to emerge. That we are not just a simple object, but we are part of a greater cosmic scheme placed on earth for a purpose. And our health is also at stake. And that same forces that are maintaining us on earth are placing everything within us to heal, to thrive, and to become the best versions of ourselves. So this year, I want you to expand your health understanding, expand your health curiosity, not just in the physical food and mechanisms of movement. We know those are very important. But the word stress, sleep, and the functional aspects of our mind, our mental health, becomes a very important aspect of everything for us to remain and maintain health. Subscribe and hit the like button so that we can continue bringing this to this channel.